You mean 2-1. And we're back with round 3. We have Vihan against Josh Barlow. Trant against Scapeshift.
This is the third round.
Yeah.
1-1 and 2-0.
Vihan won his last round. I think he's also favored in this match. Like
This is definitely something where
considerably favored in this match.
Where
The
Jan is
Jan
not the
deck
favorite deck.
is a deck that doesn't traditionally do well against big mana decks at all.
Because of the ability of the Scapeshift deck to just top deck a card
That does
and win the
exactly
game
anything.
is why Jan is not so good at beating this deck.
Not only that, it's just like Jan doesn't exactly answer anything that Scapeshift
Yeah.
does.
Jan's clock is too slow, and yeah, prime time is huge. Outside of a Liliana coming down very early, and a timely Maelstrom pulse, there's not much Josh is going to be doing about Vian's threats.
Josh on the play is helpful, but he didn't have a turn 1 discard effect. And it does not help. Well, Vihan doesn't have untapped lands to start. Bit of a problem with, a lot of the new decks playing all these tap lands. You really want to have something on turn 1 and turn 2. You're gonna see suspended search for Tomato. Bolt's gonna go straight at Vian's face. Josh should know he's really not favored here, so he's gonna try and deal as many points of damage as possible.
Yeah, I mean, what is he going to bulk other than that? Even the Bloodbraid, I just leave alone.
Like Bloodbraid's pretty small. A plus up here, you'll probably discard Explore. You don't discard the card that you could actually do something with. You have no land in hand, so that Explore is basically a dead card. Top decks.
I think he realizes what he did there. Sakura Tribaldo?
Yeah, we're gonna see Steve as the go-to card here. He's gonna have 4 mana next turn, which means he's probably gonna get to 6 mana the turn after. Inquisition, more than likely not going to be good enough. Josh's hand is pretty bad for this matchup. He's gonna really need to have this Lily do something.
Up, dump the eye, okay. Okay, the push is also fine. Does nothing.
Don't dump that. That's another Titan you're dumping.
I think one's enough, eh? One is all you need.
Why? I still don't know why this explores in the deck to begin with. But if he's gonna hold on to it forever, then I don't know.
It's just number 33. I think everything else in the deck is 2s and 4s. So it leaves him space for some random thing.
For a deck that plays 27 lands, he's been been missing land drops a bit too often.
What do I? Okay.
I think you take this.
Yeah, oh, the Sakura tribe elder. Sorry, I didn't see it there.
Like the explore just seems bad. Okay, fine. He's taking the explore. Like, yeah, Vihan is going to 6 mana potentially this turn.
Pop the Steve?
He may want to attack Lily.
Nah.
Like, there's nothing relevant he can do on 4 mana. Josh can't cast that Colligan's command because he fetched basic forest here. Oh, he's attacking with the treetop. He's trying to push through as much damage as possible.
Fair enough. I mean, he has no other way of winning. We are down to 14 points of life. And now he's got to decide whether to keep that Steve around. No, he's
keeping
going to
Steve.
swing into the Liliana.
Okay, wait. He's actually sacking before his turn. And then he's going to fetch. I don't actually know what happened here.
I think he just said, well, sorry about that, instep I. Okay, Josh just saying it's fine, let's just sequence this properly so that everyone can see what's happening.
So yeah, they are doubling back. He's fetching. He really needs to fetch basic forest to cast green spells in his hand.
Josh's Judge OCD kicking in there.
So the awkward thing is, if he doesn't see another green source, the Titan can't cast.
He fetched a mountain.
Yeah. Untap draw.
It's a
He
green
draws
source.
a green source. Okay, fine.
Explore into.
He can't explore because it's got discarded. He's just gonna cast a Steve.
Sure.
And then he's going to lose his Titan.
I will toss the ball, really?
No, because Josh has a Colligan's command in hand. It's gonna make him discard 2 cards.
Lame.
I wonder if he has Obstinate Bailoff in his
Sideboard, I think so.
I wonder if it's a good idea to play Obstinate Bailoff
It's got 2. Yeah, I'd put
in
it in.
your main board. I'm saying, because you can pact for it. So if Vihan doesn't play anything this
he
turn,
loses the Titan either way.
well, no, if he doesn't play anything, he could top take a land and then cast Titan.
Whereas
if
Lily
he,
minuses.
Oh, sure, he's always going to lose Titan. Well, no, because he already has a Valakut on the field. He fetches 2 mountains and kills
Shoots
Lily.
her, sure.
Alternatively, just getting to 5 mountains means every single card in his deck will be a bolt.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And Josh just explaining how these things work.
I think that he's wondering about the -6 on Liliana.
So
Sakura
here's the
Tribe
thing.
Elder comes down.
Steve is definitely coming down. If Josh sequences this correctly, he will first plus Lily, meaning Vihan will probably toss Bolt. And then he will Colligan's command.
Going 2 and you discard a card. Meaning Lily's on 6.
And then Vihan has to top deck exactly anything in his deck.
Exactly anything.
Literally anything in his deck.
Except Lightning Bolt.
Well, that stops Lily from ulting anyway.
Fair enough.
The only card that doesn't stop it is if he has exactly 2 Sweltering Suns on top of his deck.
Oh,
and one of the 2 basic forests. So there's like 4 dead cards that he could hit.
And 2 of them can actually cycle into something else. So
Yep.
it's not too bad for him.
The odds are high that... Oh. So here's the thing with this play. That means he's going to have to Colligan's command first, which means Vihan can then realize, oh, I'm definitely going to have to discard.
No, he's going plus.
He's gonna plus, he's just gonna toss
His Qualcomm.
the Colligan's command.
He's thinking about it. I feel like it's Qualcomm first. Maybe...
This Bolt is going at this Lily. This Lily's dying.
It depends on what happens here.
Because if he Colligan's commands first, the reason why I would have kept the land in hand is because your deck only needs 4 mana to function.
Okay, here we go.
And then you could plus up first
it's so
to
difficult.
make sure Vihan tosses his Bolt modes. Don't toss the Bolt, you're going to discard it anyway. You're forced to discard both cards in hand. No!
Where did the 2 damage go? I think it went at his face.
At his face. And Vihan has just played himself. We've had a lot of games today where each player has played themselves. Like Josh could have gotten blown out pretty badly.
Is he keeping
and Steve
Liliana?
is not being sad.
Yeah, I think he's fine with that.
Don't think that's fine. Because if he had to top deck Titan, he wouldn't be able to cast it.
He's playing a Farseek. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is land number 5. Then he can go attack into Liliana and sacrifice the Sakura Tribe Elder. Extra point of damage.
Although had he top deck Titan, he wouldn't have been able to cast it, and he wouldn't have been able to deal damage to Lily, then Lily would have ulted.
Look, there's more mountains than Titans in his deck. I think it's fine. Lily goes down to 5. Sakura Tribe Elder is just 3 damage on sack. His sackless bolt. It's a furnace scamp.
Every single card except basic forest is effectively a bolt.
Yeah, it's a furnace scamp at the moment.
There have been a lot of strange lines today.
Yeah. I think everyone's just tired from Easter. Too much pickled fish. Low quality chocolate and marshmallow eggs just gumming up your insides and your brains.
Play the Scavenging Ooze. Attack with Treetop Village.
I'll keep it to block.
The Scavenging Ooze can block, that's perfectly fine. The Treetop Village may as well attack.
Oh, fair. But there's lightning bolts in his deck.
I think what Josh is actually scared of is Scapeshift. Because at 18 he'll die.
Scapeshift he can't play around.
Well, no, because at 18 life he auto dies to Scapeshift.
Sure, but if he uses the ooze, he can maybe.
Actually, it doesn't matter.
But I don't think he can play around Scapeshift.
Because he's
dead to Scapeshift.
Yeah, he's dead to Scapeshift.
Sack Steve, play Scapeshift, win. I don't care how much life you're on. It's like 38. I mean, there's already a Valakut on board.
And he top takes Titan. This should be game.
I'd stop playing here.
Fetches
another Valakut in the mountain or 2
Valakut
mountains? I mean, either way, it's the same amount of damage.
Well, 2 Valakuts means the Steve will deal 9 damage and every mountain then deals 9 damage. But Valakut Mountain means 6 damage this turn. So 6 damage divided as he chooses.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Kill Lily.
Blow Lily up, sure. And it's prime time.
And I don't see how Josh wins from here. But maybe he wants to see what other cards Vihan has mainboard.
I think he knows that there's a lot of mountains.
I think that's a correct assumption there. 3 and 3.
The ooze. I'm gonna eat 2 things, gain 2 life.
Oh, he's dealing 6 to the ooze, straight up. Josh may as well just look at his next card.
Lily off the top's fine.
It's if it kills Titan, he's fine. If it doesn't kill Titan, he dies because he takes 18.
And he has 3 damage.
It's a Maelstrom Pulse that just kills Titan.
Is helpful. I know what Josh's life total is. Oh, okay. He just pounded the ooze. Did he go up to?
He went up 2, so he's on 20 actually.
Okay.
Doesn't die to escape. He still dies to Scapeshift. Scapeshift will deal way too much damage. Top deck.
Draw a bolt.
Now the worst card in his deck is Lightning Bolt and Forest.
In for 3. Puts Vihan down to 9.
Vihan could still lose this. As
I'd take a
unlikely as
bolt
a
here.
chance.
I mean, I'd race. I'd happily do that.
Fetch land is the best bolt he could get.
No, I mean on Josh's side. Like I would just take a bolt.
Plays fetch land.
Go.
Vihan is holding a mountain. I have no idea
What is that? Human frailty?
That was a Thoughtseize.
Oh, sure. That's pretty bad, really.
Activating Treetop means he takes 3 and Treetop dies.
He takes 3.
Thoughtseize.
Sees a mountain.
Sees a mountain. A forest, sorry.
And non-mountain. Sorry, I just assumed everything in his deck was a mountain.
Most of it is. You have to play out Ghost Quarter at Path though. And Blood Moon.
Oh wow.
He top takes another fetch, passes the turn. So he effectively has 12 points of damage from just fetches. So the way Vihan loses this is he runs out of ways to deal damage to Josh. He draws all his lands out.
3 to you, 3 to the 3 double edge.
Because here's the issue. A lot of players don't realize it, but even though it's a green based deck, you actually only want red fetches. And Vihan has Windswept Heaths
That's a
instead of
Goif.
Bloodstained Myers.
It's big.
It's a massive Goif.
4/5?
I think it's 5/6. There's a lily in the yard.
Two bolts. It's 2 bolts big.
Yeah, it's not big enough effectively.
Instant sorcery land creature. Yeah, it's 2 bolts big. Oh, Parent Walker. Yeah. 6 toughness.
A lot of mana.
Oh, crack this.
That's not that. A lot of mana.
I think
What
it's
is
a Scapeshift.
What is it?
It looks like a Scapeshift.
No, it's 6 mana. That's Titan.
Primeval
That's
Death.
He fetches Valakut Mountain, sacks for
Deals
mountain.
a zillion damage.
Yeah, so there we see, had Vihan run out of mountains to fetch, unlikely, but the dead based fetch is the fetch you actually want in this deck, because you fetch mountain 9 times out of 10. Josh losing game 1, as predicted. It's not exactly an easy match. We just need to change that.
What do we have here?
Josh on the play, probably siding in Collective
He
Vitality
doesn't
to
have
gain
Ghost
life.
Quarters, man. No Fielding Ruins either.
He doesn't even have.
He's got nothing.
He's literally got no land destruction. I spoke to him about it. Basically,
He's just got a
it's not your matchups against the big mana decks are so bad.
Lavamancer.
In his
That'll
opinion, it's not
do.
worth.
I take the Lavamancer. I really would.
Yeah,
I mean,
Lavamancer.
I actually
Okay.
preferred over Scavenging Ooze here. Just because no wait, Ooze beats, it grows and has recurring damage actually. I'm talking absolute nonsense. You take out the pushes.
So you take out all your removal.
Probably cut the decays as well. The pulses are still fine. IOK is less good. Thoughtseize is fine.
Calling on someone's pretty bad because your opponent's probably siding an obstinate Bailoff.
So yeah, you take out the small.
Liliana the
spells,
Lost Hope is also pretty bad.
Put in Lavamancer. Tracker's okay. I just want bodies, you know.
I think you side in like Collective Brutality.
Brutality is good. I like
You side in
the duress mode on that.
Grim Lavamancer, Kitchen Finks, Tracker, Huntmaster.
Anything that attacks.
Yeah. If it gains
You
life,
take
it's
out
even
all your
better.
crap removal, decays, pushes, call comes. That terminate could stay.
On Vihan's side, I think he sides out Sweltering Suns and possibly sides out. Oh, I really wanted to side out the Explore and the land. Please, side it out. Side out Explore, land,
Chandra's a
the
good
Sweltering
grind.
Suns, then side in Obstinate Bailoff, Chandra, and then possibly Thragtusk and
Tusk
Tireless
is
Tracker.
power against the Jund deck because of the amount of value. I mean, it's like 3 cards worth
Yep.
just off of the Thrag Tusk, and you can cast it pretty early.
Cost it on turn 3.
Obstinate Bailoff is also roughly the same shape as Thrag Tusk. Gets you a
Also
free
gets
card.
extra value because if your opponent's passing on Lily, you just discard it. Play it for free.
That's what I mean. It's like a 3-for-1. Chunk of life, extra body for the card, and it's a big guy.
Josh declining to side in Damnation. Probably feels it's not worth it once the Titan hits, it's probably over.
Well, it works like a Maelstrom Pulse.
Except sometimes kills things that are not supposed to be there, like Tireless Trackers post board. I remember playing against Vihan at F&M, and he was playing this deck, and I was playing Death Shadow, and I just couldn't find a Death Shadow.
Oh, wow. So you had no life.
So I have no life anyway, and I have no
No
threat that
Death
gets
Shadow.
bigger. And he's just like, top deck Bolt kill you because every single card in his deck was Bolt. I did steal a game though, because as I was mentioning, for some reason Vihan really likes fetching mountains instead of forests. Didn't realize he didn't have double green
Oh, for the removal
for the prime time. Then he cast the prime time, which I then knew about, and he didn't have double green to cast it. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll untap, and then Colligan's command you.
For 2 damage.
Like deal it 2,
Oh,
make you
the
toss the
in
prime
his
time.
hand. Very awkward.
Instead of like trying to recur Snapcaster or something.
I think he's keeping it on, yeah. Lands and spells. Josh's got a collective brutality there.
Brutality's probably going to strip away Farseek. Probably also going to drain some life there. Depending on if Josh has kept in Colligan's command.
Putting Vihan in top deck mode isn't really that bad for him. But as long as Josh can get a board presence down, it'll probably be okay.
So Josh has quite a bit of lands here. He can afford to brutality and escalate if he wants to.
Maybe just pressure with the ooze.
We are probably going to see a Farseek.
Or Bolt.
I think Farseek this turn. Play the Valakut next turn. Play another Farseek. I think that's a Valakut in hand. I'm not too sure. It looks like the art of a Valakut.
He's online pretty quickly with his hand. Pretty damn quickly. Yeah, that way Josh has less to do about his very fast active Valakut.
Syndic, no, you should fetch Stomping Down.
Any duel.
I would not fetch the cycling duels.
Oh, sure, because they
cycle.
There's one in his deck.
Sure.
But yeah, because of the fact that it cycles, it's probably a bit better in the deck.
Josh has a ton of lands here, which just makes brutality so much easier to cast for him.
In for 2. Okay, let's have a quick look at your hand.
Brutality, discard, Overgrown Tomb.
He's got double Bloodbraid.
Look at your hand, Janie, for 2.
Does he take the Bolt or does he take the Ramp? I think he takes the Ramp.
Oh, you don't take Bailoff because you can't.
Oh, that is shocking. Is he going to keep the Ooze alive?
I think you take
he
Bolt,
takes the Bolt.
And then attacks for 2. He's probably going to put Vihan down to 16. That Bailoff is going to do a lot.
Yeah, just going to recover all that damage and also be insanely big.
Yeah, attacks for 2. Vihan goes down to 16. I don't even think he needs to play the Bailoff just yet. He can afford to. So it wasn't a valid.
I would just play it.
The thing is, I would rather play the Farseek this turn to make sure you get to 6 mana the next turn if you top take a Titan. Because the thing is, the Bailoff at the moment can't be discarded.
Sure, it's got no way to. I mean, keeping it as the last card in your hand is also.
No, I mean, if it gets discarded, it just comes into play.
Yeah.
So every single discard spell Josh gets, if he casts Farseek this turn, is effectively going to be put a 4/4 into play. Your opponent gains 4 life.
Cool. Well, he seems to be thinking the same way as you.
And yeah, like the next turn is effectively a Titan. Josh, if he Bloodblades into a discard spell, he's not going to be able to discard.
I think he just leaves it. Just don't cast the discard spell.
Bloodblades, even like if he Bloodblades into Liliana of the Veil, can't plus it.
Okay, let's see what this is.
Top takes a bolt.
Bolt's not bad.
Probably one of his better draws. Going to fetch. Probably fetch basic forest. He wants to have as many green sources as possible, I'd assume.
Where did Josh get the life from?
He gained 2 life from brutality.
From the brutality, sure.
Actually, I think Josh is on 19 because I think he fetched last turn as well.
Oh, okay, last turn as well.
Gets Lily. He's going to cost Lily, but I don't think he's going to plus
she
up
does have an extra mode.
of do nothing.
Yeah. I'll just leave her right there.
Attack for 5.
Swing. I think you could plus her. Oh no, not yet. He doesn't have bolt mana up.
So Vihan goes to 11.
Leaving that thing right there.
Top taking Valakut is a very good draw.
Also Doom
Okay.
if he that's. Ow.
Okay.
Ow, 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 ow.
So Vihan goes down to 9. Is he shocking?
Yeah.
Plays Summoner's Pact. Fetches Titan. Costs Titan.
Cricket.
Titan fetches
Valakut
Valakut Mountain.
Bolt the ooze.
I think you bolt the ooze.
Yeah, the ooze has potential to grow, even though it's not really online just yet. But dealing with it now means you've got less decisions to make later. And that, I mean, like, what is the Blood Red Flash?
Okay, he's actually just going to kill the Lily because that means his opponent cannot kill his Titan.
How did he kill the Lily?
Bolt. Because it didn't plus up, it was still on 3.
Oh, sure, just 3 damage. Hectic. Fair enough.
And Josh top takes an Inquisition that is not going to get cost.
Does nothing.
Probably going to cost Bloodbred Alpha again here. Oh, Milson Pulse.
He's got the pulse.
Gets that.
This Scapeshift is just going to nuke him into oblivion. Yes, attack. You have no choice. He didn't leave green up there.
Yeah,
Idiot.
He's
got the bolt, sure. He's a point shot! Oh my goodness, it's so close! Vihan's on 4. And... oh my. Josh doesn't feel very good about this.
He plays Mountain, deals 3 damage to Scavenging Ooze, plays Baloth, gains 4 life.
Boop.
You have to play Baloth this turn, surely.
Scapeshift is the win.
But he doesn't have the Scapeshift.
What's in his hand? Oh, it's opposite Baloth.
It's Baloth.
Oh man, this is so grim. Vihan up to 8. And he's got a big nasty beast in the way. The
top takes a Blood Red Elf.
It helps. It really does.
If he gets a removal spell, he is pretty much infinite here.
That's an IOK. I choose not to cast that. Okay, he cost it. Here's my land.
There's his bolt effectively. I don't even think it's worth attacking here because
I just wait. I want another body swinging.
You just pass the turn.
Go for it.
One of his Blood Blades are definitely dying this turn because he does have a fetch land in hand. Top takes a second fetch land. Plays the Wooded Foothills. There's no attack if I'm on Vihan side of the field. Passes turn.
Okay. What do you draw, Josh?
Draws another Inquisition. The awkward part about Inquisition of Kozilek first Thoughtseize is it doesn't hit any of the cards that actually matter.
Okay.
Okay, you reveal.
Another one! Yay!
Realistically, any 3 or less mana spell Vihan would have at this point
It's already played, yeah.
is going to get cost immediately.
Farseek. That's a lot of burn right there.
Play Farseek, deal 3 to a Bloodbred Elf, then deal another 3 to a Bloodbred Elf and attack.
have a lot of mountains. Bolt. Crack. Bolt. Okay. Yeah.
So Vihan goes to 7. How many mountains are left in his deck? That is the question you need to ask.
Irrelevant. There's 1. There's 2.
There's 3, 4.
There's a few.
5.
He's got a pile. Maybe this is the 27 land argument.
No, well, the thing is,
always have lands to fetch.
even if you say that is your argument, you could cut a fetch land,
Yeah, sure. Trimming a fetch land is not terrible.
attack for 4.
Ew. Climbing the hill very quickly with Obstinate Bailoff.
Colligan's Command's a
he
pretty
cracked
good
the
draw.
other fetch land. Oh no, it's in his hand. Did he have both fetches down?
Yeah, he played both fetches.
Okay, sure. So it's an additional 3 to Josh's face.
No, he didn't crack it. It's
Is
still
it
down.
still on the field?
Yeah,
Sure, I see it. It's over there.
it's just sitting away from the mountains.
Josh drew another eye, okay?
No, you do a Bob. Well, Skrillex. Not Ravnica, Dark Confidant.
Oh wow. Fetch land for Vihan.
Plays fetch land, kills Dark Confidant.
Attacks for 4?
Ooh, now this is going to be a bit of a blow.
Oh, block bolt.
Block.
Okay, it happens.
Bolt.
Boruto dead.
Tarmogoyf, that is a card.
It's 2 bolts big. Same size as the last one. Creature, instant, sorcery land, planeswalker. Yeah, 2 bolts big. 5/6 Goef. Conveniently for Vihan, there are 2 wooden foothills on the table.
What has he
I'm not
top
sure what he
decked?
drew. He's keeping it very close to his chest there. He's in danger of running out of mountains here. Okay, but he's got Primeval Titans in his deck. Like real big fat guys.
The problem is
he
though,
playing a Kesich?
every single Scapeshift at this point is not going to be particularly relevant.
What's his deck look like? 0 utility lands, just 27 things. Bloodbraid could finish for him. He might be forced to resort to beating down with Sakura Tribe Elders and bolts. I mean, I'd love to see that. Beast with inning one of his own lands.
Oh,
If Josh-
but Goif dies, Josh could
Yeah.
win this.
If
Vihan only has 2 mountains left
Josh
in
can
his deck.
grind this out. You've got 12 lands on the battlefield. If he draws his Valakuts before the 2 mountains, he'll be fine. But other than that, this is the game has been reduced to.
If he Scapeshifts, I think he still wins though.
Hunt Master.
Yeah, Josh goes up to 17.
That's pretty good, and it's probably flipping as well. It's probably flipping.
I don't know what Vihan's last card is.
Oh, this
A
is
Forest.
a chunk. Okay.
Well, he's
he just
definitely-
cast it.
yeah,
He
he's
killed
killing
Hunt Master,
the- so-
like dead. It must die. Hard cost, sure. Paying retail, fetching a mountain, blowing up the Hunt Master. Because
I think he has 1 mountain left exactly. One normal basic mountain. There's a stomping ground. And yeah, exactly 1 basic mountain.
well, the second card from the back of his deck looked like it might have no mountain.
No, that was a Valakut.
Okay, sure.
Vihan now has 1 actual mountain left in his deck. 1 mountain
So he's gonna shock
card.
and a basic.
So, no, he has no more basics. He just has a shock
shock.
land.
Oh dear.
Just a stomping ground.
Oh dear.
And there's a Lily of the Veil.
That was very little here. He may as well play it. Not doing anything better.
Plus Lily, Discard Inquisition. Was, yeah.
There goes your forest. 2/2 wolf. Okay, Vihan's on 5 points of life here. This is awkward. Ah yes, he has a proper wolf.
What does Vihan top deck? He cannot find a mountain. There's no more basic mountains for you to fetch.
There's one. No, that's the
No,
Valakut.
there's no more basic mountains for him to fetch. Because he's been fetching basics instead of his non-basic.
Oh, he's out.
He's out of basic mountains.
No. Oh! Josh sees the light at the end of the tunnel here. Pretty hard to believe. Is that a ghost quarter? No, he's not playing any. Twilight Mile. In for 2. Click, click. We end down to 3.
Vihan probably loses this one.
Primeval Titan. Come on.
Titan
no, the
isn't
vault,
good
the
enough.
vault saves us.
Vault saves you
just
for a bit.
blow up that creature. Sure.
Like, yeah, Josh can be like, you can keep 4
Guifu. Up.
keep 4 mountains and a Valakut or the rest of your mountains.
Cycle it.
Cycle. It's a 5/6.
As
You
big
can't
as
kill it.
cycle it. Yeah.
Live Titan doesn't do it. Steve also doesn't do it. Dies. Minus kill Steve, attack dead.
Swing. Okay. Next game. What a game. What a game.
So ironically, the 27th land didn't do anything.
Oh man. Oh, hectic.
I think he's playing too few basic mountains, quite frankly.
Yeah, it's just 6.
Because
not
the
that
thing
much.
is, you have 4 search for tomatoes and 4 Sakura tribe elders.
Which can only fetch
Which
basics.
can only
So you've
fetch
got
basics.
8 of those and only 6 things to search. 6 relevant things to search.
Yep.
8 and 8. Maybe.
Also, it was surprising that he left Sweltering Suns in his deck. Literally doesn't kill anything.
Oh, Bloodbraid.
And Josh just showing us a page.
I'm not sure what was on there.
I know what was on it. Basically, both players, or Vihan plays for the programming team, or
Yeah.
semi-pro, okay, whatever, the South African local gaming team. And Josh has his own YouTube channel as well. You can give that a check. The Unreliable Narrator.
Unreliable narrator.
Yeah,
Who
he plays,
refuses to play Tron.
Yeah, he's playing Jant. You should probably vote for him to play Tron so you can get sick of it.
Yeah.
On Facebook, you can give that a check.
Oh, yuck. Send that back, Josh. Don't even think about it.
His opponent's hand is pretty good, as far as I can see. His opponent is on the play. He has the Scapeshift. He has double Scapeshift.
Lands. He's got
a
2.
Bloodbraid, 3 lands, and a
search.
search. So he's definitely going to cast Bloodbraid on turn 3, unless Josh has Thoughtseize.
In which case, he's probably casting Bloodbraid on turn 3 because I'd take the Scapeshift.
Of which he has 2.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure. Then you just take the Bloodbraid because you're not getting rid of the Scapeshift anyway.
Josh is keeping that hand. Will be turn 1, search for tomorrow. Vihan going down to 18. So I really like the Scapeshift deck. I just can't afford Scapeshifts because why are they $65?
One print, rare. Nobody drafted that.
Yeah, that's fair.
I didn't drop low end.
So, yeah, Scapeshift's too expensive. The deck would be really fun to play. Well, no, it's actually pretty boring to play, let's be real.
Hurdle.
You may as well play Forest because you have Scapeshift in hand. Stop! Why are you doing this? You need to play the Forest so you can sack it to the Scapeshift. You should probably fetch Forest as well with Search for Tomorrow. Brutality, eat Scapeshift from your hand. Oh wait, that's a Skrillex / Dark Confidant.
Bob is good. I thought it was a Brutality as well.
He bolts them. Don't fetch the cycling one. Don't fetch the cycling one.
In white. Okay, Stomping Ground is fine.
He really needs to get 2 basics so his Syndicate's coming to play untapped.
Does he have Syndicate in hand?
No, it's just for future.
Sure.
I suppose it doesn't matter because he has basic Forest in hand and Search is definitely going to fetch basic. This is an upkeep trigger, so you should untap first, but it doesn't really matter.
It's not a particularly large issue.
Turn 3 Bloodbraid Elf.
Draw for 10. Forest. BBE.
Flip cards until you reveal a search for a land effect. Okay.
No.
Sweltering Suns, that really shouldn't be in the deck.
At least he doesn't have to draw it. In for 3.
Ha! Well, the thing is, drawing it would be better than cascading into it because
Yeah,
you could
because
cycle.
you could cycle it. It doesn't really make a difference. It's not there anymore. It's a bit of value he lost. Looks like a disruption spell.
It's gonna hit
and,
nothing. You can
Josh's
see
heart
double
is about to
Scapeshift.
hit the floor. Okay. That's gunk.
Has to brutality away a Scapeshift, surely.
Yeah, so he cracks for black, collective brutality, gets rid of 1, hopes Vihan plays 2 things next turn so he can Liliana the other one away.
Well, he has double brutality then, I think.
Oh, it's not another Dark Confident.
That could be a Dark Confidence, actually.
Yeah. They all look the same.
But I know he has at least 1 brutality.
Josh down to 16. Yeah, he's getting a black source, but which one?
Maybe he wants to kill the Bloodred as well. Yeah, basic. Discarding the Maelstrom Pulse. And eat the Scapeshift. For obvious reasons. Yeah, it is a Dark Confidant, not another brutality. And Vihan will now play land past turn.
Oh, pressure. Lily up.
Plus Toss Forest. Anything that isn't Primeval Titan can probably get tossed here.
Is that a Baloth?
No, it's a Steve.
Oh.
I think you guys have to pass. You can't afford to lose your Scapeshift.
It doesn't do anything at the moment.
Or alternatively, you could Scapeshift
Yeah, to get online
to
now.
get Valakut's. But okay, now I think he's not in a position where he is gonna win. I think he could still win. The deck has a lot of redundant cards that do the same thing.
Well, there's 2 more in the deck. Mountain. Swing. She goes down 1. Okay. Bob hits a Thoughtseize. Pretty dead at this point.
Anything that Vihan hits will.
There's a Blood Braid.
Which he can't
Which he can't cast, yeah. Okay, Vihan's on 15 actually.
Both players discard a card. He discards. Thoughtseize.
Vihan's on 15 points of life.
Sure. Search for Tomorrow, you may as well suspend. I don't think you hardcast it immediately.
No reason not to.
I suppose.
What's the difference?
If you get the Valakut, it comes down. And if you get a Valakut in 2 turns, he deals 3.
Oh, I see.
That Lily's probably going to.
She's just being
she's just getting chewed.
Yeah.
Sure.
Make sure that doesn't alt. Another Lily.
Another Lily.
Okay.
Goes to 12. Top takes a bolt.
And still that Bloodbraid Elf languishing in his hands. Swing with Bob pass. Up. Gets rid of other Lily.
Attack for 2. We are down to 13.
Search for Tomorrow. A game.
He really needs to not fetch basic mountain here. He has enough mountains for his Valakut to work. He needs to make sure he does not throw forest, so fetch the forest.
He can get
Oh wait,
rid of
no,
the
he
forest.
discarded the
wants
forest already. He discarded the forest already.
Okay, he just has to get a mountain. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, this is awkward.
Attacks Lily for 1.
She's got to stay down. Goes down to 4.
Bob reveals land, so now the Bloodbraid is going to come down. And he top takes another Bloodbraid.
A Lamau.
Yeah, don't know if Vihan has. He has a couple of draws to see Titan.
Titan is pretty okay here.
Maelstrom Pulse. Attempt to pulse Sacred Rivaldo.
Sack it.
Second.
Sure.
I don't think
Why
that's
would
correct.
you do that?
You really want to keep mountains in your deck when they do nothing.
Yeah, he needs 6 lands.
Aim of the game for this deck is get 6 mountains, keep the rest in the deck.
Look, Scapeshift is pretty good here. That's about he's got 2 Scapeshifts left in his deck, and that's the good thing he can do with all of these lands. Is, lethal Josh with a Scapeshift. That's a Bailoff.
I think you keep it pause. Because now Lily
minuses.
He does gain 4 life. But he did actually take 5 that turn, so he's on 12. Josh, it reveals brutality. Sorry, it reveals. Not too sure what it revealed there. But I don't think it matters too much. I think it was a Colligan's one, but he's going to cost Blood Raid. And minus the Lily. Cost Blood Raid. Reveals Bomb. Minus Lily, kill the Bailoff. I'm almost certain it was a Colligan's command that Josh revealed with the Bomb. I do think you minus, you put Vihan down to 5. You minus. Sorry, down to 4 if you minus. Oh, he's deciding not to cost Bomb in case he dies. Vihan goes to 4. Scapeshift wins. Titan not quite.
Titan helps. Titan clears up the board.
It is a land that is not good enough. Vihan loses.
Yeah, that's it. That's the game. Josh up another game.
So Josh goes to 3-0. Vihan goes to 1-2.
Puts him solidly out of the running for today's win. But a good showing nonetheless. Probably see Josh in the final.
Yeah, he will definitely be in the last
Josh
round.
undefeated. Not sure who else is knocking around at the top tables.
Surprised he actually won the match, but he did.
But
play
hey,
well.
it happened.
Just a reminder to check
Apply
out his
pressure.
Yeah.
They're just busy discussing that with each other. He was just attacking, trying to get damage through, hoping his deck does nothing, which is what happened.
I think Vihan made some, not necessarily suboptimal plays, but plays I wouldn't make in the situation.
Yeah, trying to get his his Scapeshift to be as good as possible, but not considering the other cards in his deck, like Primeval Titan and the things that fetch the basics.
I think had he Scapeshifted the turn he was going to cost the Sacred Type, although
have the Valakuts down already, he would have been in a lot better position.
Get like 1 or 2 Valakuts. Make sure you have the Valakut in your deck.
At least one. 1 means it's online in 2 turns. 2 means he's got to wait 3 turns. But I mean, he's got so much ramp in his deck.
Yeah, the 3 turns isn't that much of a thing.
It would just happen.
And then also searching for basics when he didn't have a Valakut.
Yeah, and when he didn't need to, because he had the mana to cost everything in his deck.
I think that's also probably why he lost game 2. He just had no more basics to fetch, or no more mountains to fetch.
We'll see you guys for game 4 in just a